Hello babies. So wanted to make this video because I'm fasting today, as you know, and this topic just came to my mind literally, and it's about how people in your inner circle and outer circle don't want you to succeed. And you probably know about this. If you hear a sound, it's my dishwasher just running in the background. But have you ever noticed how people literally keep you from doing things in life? Like let's say when you start talking about your goals, when you say what you want. For example, the topic that we are right now, which is the weight loss. I'm going through a weight loss journey right now, and everything is about weight loss right now for me. I only have time to think about it because that's what I'm going through right now. And everything that I want to know is about weight loss. Everything that I want to do is about weight loss because I just want to get it through it. And my brain just works in one thing at a time. I can only complete one or two things at a time. If not, I go literally all over it and I don't achieve anything. So usually, if I really want something, I have to focus 100% on that thing. If not, it's not gonna happen. So, for example, in the topic of weight loss, have you ever noticed that when you want to start a journey like losing weight, your closest family prevents you from literally achieving it? For example, and some of them are concerned about you because they don't want to see you change because they think you're good as you are, and they don't do it as a negative, negative feeling. But others, other than your parents, honestly, and maybe your siblings, others want to see you fail because they don't want you to be ahead of them. And that's the complete truth, right? So basically, for me, for example, every time I wanted to lose weight or do something different, for example, my mom used to tell me, oh, you're gonna look so skinny, you don't look good skinny, you don't look good like that, I think you're better off thicker and having more mass in your bones, and I think you're gonna look better, and so and so and so. And always that thought that she had, which is a limiting belief, I had it in the back of my mind that if I reach the level of beauty that I want, if I reach the level of thinness that I want, then I'm not gonna be as desirable, not for men, but for myself in general. Like, I'm not gonna look good because my mom told me, right? And if literally she gave birth of me, it's because she's the one that loves me the most. Well, relatively yes, she's the one that is supposed to love you the most, but she doesn't know what's good for you, because what's good for you is so different from what's good for her. If she decided to be in her whole life in a certain weight, which is a little bit more overweight than the usual type that you like, for example, if she decided that being thicker is better and more beautiful, because that's her thinking, but you think that being thinner is better for you because you think it's gonna open a lot more doors, then why do we always have to follow what other people think or do? I think she did the same thing when I was like 16. I wanted to be a nurse, and she is a nurse, and she talked me out of it. It's just an example with my mom, but this happened with other people as well that are not my mom. I'm just putting my mama as an example, and I think she meant well. She meant well for me, but at the end of the day, I discovered late in life that even though my mom means well, doesn't mean my mom has my answers for my life and my destiny. Because she's speaking out of her experience in life, but I'm building my own experience in life. So it doesn't mean that whatever she says is law, you know? So I learned that later in life. But yeah, I wanted to be a nurse back then, and she told me, no, you're gonna hate it because you have to clean people's booties, and that's all you do your whole life, and you have to clean men. It's like you have to clean people's messes and people's fluids, and you're not gonna like it, and it's not worth it. And I'm like, okay, I won't do it, no worries. But I noticed that everything she said to me was law in a way, just because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, well, she gave birth to me. She's supposed to be the one that loves me the most. And although it might be true, however, she doesn't have the answers for my life. So, because everyone is in a different journey, guys. Everyone is different. So, you have to build your own path in life. You can't just rely on your parents or your, significant people that want the best for you, which they probably do, but they don't have the answers for you. Okay? So, this happens everywhere, and this happened to me with random strangers, with people that were close to me that advised me to take the easy route or this route. When I used to open up with them, like for example, I used to tell them, oh, I want this goal, I want this. Oh no, don't do that because a friend of mine had that and it's bad. Like, people really project their limiting beliefs, and sometimes they might not do it out of envy. I would say majority of them do, but some of them don't. They're not saying it because they don't wish you that you become ahead. They're just wishing you that you don't experience something bad. However, out of wishing you to restrict yourself from experiencing something bad, you don't do anything, you don't act. And not acting is more risky than actually doing something sometimes. So I experienced that I have to go my own way, my own path. I can't just guide myself because somebody told me to take this path or take the other path. I literally have to take my own path and do my own thing. I just can't just guide myself because this person told me to do it. Not even my mom or anybody, literally. So I didn't grow up with my dad, so obviously he doesn't have a say. But what I'm saying is that you have to build your own path. And whatever comments people tell you, even for example about losing weight, take it with a grain of salt. Always. Always. Because nobody knows better than you what's good for you. Alright? And sometimes you have to do your own research when it comes to like doing a weight loss journey. You have to do your own research on what's best for you. Because what is working for me and is working for me right now, which is the alternate day fasting, the very little portions, everything that I'm doing that you guys are seeing right now is working for me. It doesn't mean that it's gonna work for you, because we all have different goals, different metrics, different starting points. My starting point was literally losing 35 pounds, but it doesn't mean that just because I'm losing 35 pounds that this method is gonna work for 100-pound person or 50 pound person or 70 pound person goal, like it's not gonna work for everybody, and I understand that. What I'm saying is I want you to stick to your goals, keep it silent. Nobody, I'm talking nobody, not even your significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, nobody has to know what you're doing. The more secret that you keep it, the better it's gonna be for you, because nobody's gonna have a chance to literally sabotage your progress, because some people will sabotage it. And let's be honest, sometimes even when you are in a couple, or when you have a husband or a girlfriend or whatever, they don't necessarily want you to look better and better, because that's more attention for you, less for them. And then they're gonna also have to compete with you in a way, in the sense of, well, now my husband is looking better, he's more muscular. I'm talking about a man, but obviously I'm more related to women. But what I'm saying is, for example, my husband or this person starts working out, and even in the job, let's be honest, like when your coworker starts leaning out and thinning out, and you're like, oh wow, she's really thinning out, because this happened to me before. Now I have to keep up my diet, because you don't want to be the fat one in the workplace. You don't want to be the heavy one, the only heavy one, right? And this happens everywhere. Like, for example, me, every time that I'm working out, I look at other people, and that's the truth. I look at other people. I even look at elders working out. When I look at elders working out, it makes me feel bad about myself, because I'm like, how can they have so much energy to be here, to sweat at 70, 80 years old, and me here not even having the enough energy to continue this 10-minute sprint. And it pisses me off sometimes that I'm competing against elders. I'm like, what's going on with me? Like, what's my issue that they can do it and I'm struggling to do it? Like, and well, but that really pushes me, because I'm like, well, I don't have an excuse then. I don't have an excuse to not do the work, to be the best self, to be my best self. So yeah, everything that people tell you is projection, because they either don't want you to see you ahead, don't want to see you change, because that means that you are the mirror in front of them, saying, look, this is how you can look now, but you're not doing the work. You are the mirror. When you change, when you transform, that's the person that you're gonna be. You're gonna be like, okay, facing them, they're gonna look at you, and they're gonna see the potential that they can be. It's actually more about them than about you, because when you're in the finish line, when you're like already achieved the look that you want, not only the look, but the health level, the vitality that you can achieve, they're gonna be like, okay, I'm not doing the job that I need to do, and that's why she pisses me off. And this is when the hates come, the envy comes, like all of these things come, because you're passing by as everyone's mirror. And this is why people hate, or I think sometimes people even like avoid losing weight or becoming better in appearance, because people don't want to feel the rejection that comes with that, in a way. When you're in that level of feeling good about yourself, people are gonna reject you because you represent a mirror of the potential that they can be, that they're not working towards. So when you become this mirror, people just literally reject you, hate you, like the opportunities sometimes open but sometimes close because of fear of feeling less than. Because when people see you, even men, honestly, even men, because we already spoke about this in the video that I made before, but yeah, you're just a mirror, and people don't want to see themselves, because when they see themselves, they see the comparison of you and them, and they see that they're not doing the work, and they don't like that. That's the truth. To me, honestly, it inspires me to see somebody that looks good, feels good about themselves. I get inspired about that because I'm like, okay, I can be there. I can be there too. I can achieve that too. If I put enough work, which I am right now. Do you think it's easy to alternate day fast? Do you think it's easy? It's not easy. I didn't faint, right? I'm just exaggerating a little bit, but I felt a little dizzy in the bathroom earlier. Do you think it's easy? It's not easy. It's not easy. And you can call me whatever you want, being this or that, or oh, you care too much about appearance. No, I'm sorry. Reality is reality. We live in the world we live in. You either want to accept it or not, but the reality is the reality. So would I rather be in the other side of feeling good? Of course. I take any rejection any day. Any day. I'm okay with rejection. I've been rejected, I think, since I have conscious. So it's okay. To me, when you have been rejected, even from your family members that were supposed to love you the most, it's okay. Rejection, it's a muscle that you build. So, okay, so you don't accept me for who I am, that's okay. They come back, because when people reject you, it's because, like I said, you're the mirror, but they come back around your life. They start stalking you, and then they start like wanting to know more about you after that, because you left an impression on them, believe it or not. But people are not going to tell you that, obviously. However, what I'm saying is, do not talk about your plans with anybody, career-wise, economic-wise, body-wise, beauty-wise. Don't talk about it, not even with the person you're married to, because this person can also be jealous of you, believe it or not. Believe it or not. So you want to find out with your own experience, go ahead and share it. Go ahead. I'll let you do that. But I'm not risking it. So if you want to try it for yourself, go ahead and share it, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I wanted to let you that words of wisdom, and I hope you can achieve your goal weight. I hope you can achieve your ideal goals in life, not only body and beauty wise, but in general, because we are not only a temple, we are also a spirit. So I hope you can achieve all your dreams. Okay, thank you.